getting ready for that test coming up. But we have a quick presentation to do this morning. As you see, we have several guests, and I love seeing your good manners and being so nice to everybody. Thank you very much. So if you will, welcome our superintendent, Mrs. Will. She's got a couple of things that she'd like to say and introduce you. So thank you all. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, engineers. How are you? Good. I hope after today's ceremony or program that we have here today that you will be even better. I want you to close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. And I want you to think about what a reason would be that you would want to be a teacher. Just think about it. Why would you want to be a teacher? Don't share. Just think. Why would you want to be a teacher? Okay, open your eyes. I want you to keep that in your head. I also want you to close your eyes again, the second time. I want you to think why you would want to be a bus driver or a cook or a teacher's aide or work for Western County Schools. Open your eyes. Keep those thoughts in your mind. We have been giving honors to people from different schools for different things that they do for dozens of years, decades even here in West County. And we have two very, very high honors that we give every year about this time for two very special people. Generally, those two people come from two entirely different schools. And generally, we are running to classrooms, we are running to buses, we are running to offices, and we are giving out these cool balloons and flowers to special people, generally from two different schools. But guess what? This year, we have both people that we are going to honor at one school. Guess which school that is? The first honor we would like to give is to the Service Person of the Year. The Service Person of the Year is one of those people that comes from that group I told you to close your eyes and think about. From the teacher's aide, I heard somebody say, what's a teacher's aide? They're a person who aids the teacher. That's why they're called that, no question. Bus drivers, custodians, cooks, all of those people that work so hard to help you have the best education possible. This year's Service Person of the Year happens to be a personal friend of mine. She and I traveled on buses together for a number of years in high school for basketball games. She has worked and dedicated her time in the summers off. She worked 4-H camp. Those of you that are in 4-H know her very well. This year's Service Person of the Year is Mrs. Regina Lemon. Make sure when people need things, they get them. She takes care of all of us. So I think all of us here agree that Mrs. Lemley is the person for our service person of the year. This person has more energy than the Energizer Bunny. She has organized many parent events and student events in the evening. She helps us learn math and reading. She dedicates her time to becoming a better teacher by engaging in school herself after hours. She reaches out to parents, she reaches out to county office members, and she lets us know what you need at Shoreline School. Wetzel County's Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Mary Ritz. At this time, I would like for your principal, Mrs. Green, to come up and talk with you a little bit more about why she nominated these two fine people. And I think you will understand why they blew the county away, and they are our service person and our Teacher of the Year. So give a big warm applause for this.
Good job, guys. And congratulations to both of you ladies. I think you know from me how we all feel about you guys and what you've done. Virginia, you raise so much money, you service anyone. Even if someone doesn't treat you well, you fight for them. We all know that and can appreciate that. Some people can't understand that because you're just that different kind of person. You and your husband have gone far beyond what the needs are of this community and everything. Taking kids in and housing them, being a safety house for people, and making sure that our kids get where they need to go to the big ceremonies and so forth. And we were talking this morning and planning for another event that's coming up in June that she and her husband's going to help with. And as a staff, we're going to pitch in and give it all to her, let her handle it. But that's just the kind of person she is. I would love to be recognized one day for having that kind of heart and that humility that she does. But she's wonderful. You guys have had her for a bus driver, for an aide, for a cook. You know that too. So one more time, let's give Mrs. Leslie a round of applause. Mary, this year, had put in for grants, got grants, math grants. And what she did, she wrote the grant, she went to teachers, and she said, hey, can I put your name on this? Because we only get one, but she got, what, 4 or 5 for math. She has planned, Mrs. Green said, we're going to do 6 family nights instead of 2. Well, here she goes, she did them all. She and her colleague there. Not by herself, but she certainly did plan it with a colleague, and then she got people to come and participate for 6 nights. She looked at me and said, I don't think we need to do 6 nights again. But we probably will. But you go far beyond. You talk about a meeting. She goes home in the evenings. She sent me a thing for me to go to a class this weekend for something that I'm going to do next year. And I said, oh, definitely I'm doing that. But she has books stacked up. And they're mostly professional books. And she'll go from one to another to another. And that's all she does is read and study and do workshops. And she and I have that in common. That's all I look at. It's professional stuff. All right, we're almost done here. But anyway, Mrs. Ritz is far gone. Those of you that have been in K-3 have probably had her. She's worked with me with math. She does reading things too. She buys books and gives away. Some of you probably have several of those books at home right now. But congratulations. they'll represent us, and they'll apply to be a candidate for our state recognition hub in West Virginia. And we couldn't be more proud that they both come from Shoreline this year. And the county people had to vote for you to get there. So congratulations again.